serves as your main navigation tool throughout the EFNA process. Isipin nyo na lang na parang itong quick access panel na which will allow you to move efficiently from one task to another without losing your progress. So starting from the top, you'll see tabs such as About Us, create your customer profile, no, your customer list, proposal list, application list, and even your settings. Ayan. So, as we go through the demo, you'll see how we continuously use this sidebar to navigate between sections smoothly. But guys, mag-disclaimer lang ko ninyo ha, for our certification this afternoon, we will no longer proceed with proposal generation, no, application, submission, wala nang ganon kasi EFNA lang naman yung focus ni Ms. Kisha natin. But if you really want to learn or to know more about that part of EPOS, meron naman tayong self-paced training available in Manu Academy. Kasi
Ma'am. Para i-click
kayo
tong
may
link.
proposal generation pa, application list. Kasi basically guys, pag nag-live na si EFNA sa EPOS, the same pa rin naman yung process. Na ano
Messenger,
lang,
patong sa
na-integrate
iPad
lang natin
mo.
si EFNA sa unahang part before ka mag-proceed doon sa proposal generation and submission ng application. But basically, the same pa rin naman siya. So wala kayong kailangan ikatakot sa part na yan. Now, punta muna tayo dito sa About Us. Pag kinlik niyo si About Us, ito yung lalabas sa screen ninyo. No, lalabas dito yung advisor role screen. So this is a digital version of the advisor role page sa ating paper FNA. So dito mo i-introduce yung sarili mo more effectively to your client.
Ma'am, balik dito
On the
sa
right-hand side naman, you'll also notice the same iPlan framework. So that we had in the paper FNA,
Balik
which
dito, ma'am.
outlines your role throughout the journey. So this reinforces the value that you bring, no? Not just the start, but throughout the entire financial journey. So what's new is that meron tayo dito sa taas a video on real life stories of Manulife customers, which can now further help in humanizing the experience and strengthening your connection with the client. Pag kinlik ninyo yan guys, automatic magpi-play yung video. Ang pagkakaalam ko, hindi niya kayo i-redirect sa YouTube, automatic magpi-play yan sa loob. Right? So mas ano siya, mas tawag nito, mas practical siya and mas seamless, no? Kumbaga kasi
Okay,
andyan na
join
siya.
without using account na lang, ma'am.
Now, pag nag-scroll down kayo ng konti, no? Sa about page pa rin tayo ha, nag-scroll down lang kayo ng konti, you'll find the
Tapos,
Manulife
enter
as a
the,
company
ma'am, your
section.
name,
So
ma'am.
dito na part na
Name.
ito, dito nyo i-introduce yung company natin. And lalabas din dito sa gilid yung ating subsidiaries, no? Our
Yes, ma'am.
impact
Complete name, mga
agenda,
facts
and
in the box.
ang nadagdag dito sa EFNA na wala sa paper FNA ay yung video about Manulife. No? We are Manulife. No? This is a short video directly na magpi-play sa ating EFNA screen. So ang goal natin dito is that as you present this section to clients, the same pa rin naman, to reassure them that they are partnering with a trusted, established, and globally recognized financial institution. Ayun. Then scroll kayo ng konti pababa, lalabas naman yung facts of life. Ayan. Nasa about us pa rin tayo ha. So andyan si facts of life. So this page is designed to help clients better understand that financial planning is not a one-time activity.
Video,
It
ma'am.
evolves over time. So you'll see a visual of life stages from starting out, building a career, raising a family, and eventually enjoying retirement. Lalabas din dyan yung 28,000 days concept or yung circle of life, and even the hierarchy of financial needs
Palato lang sa
analysis.
siya, ma'am.
So alam ko guys, ito, advisor to advisor. Since ano tayo, we are, alam niyo, nasa sales tayo eh. So kailangan talaga mabilis lahat. Lahat ng oras natin na the time that we spend every day should be income generating. Kumbaga pa, dapat wala tayong naaksayan na oras. So I know, itong mga ganitong dagdag or additional sa EPOS natin could be very time consuming. Pero ang maganda kasi sa EFNA guys, kahit daanan nyo lang siya, pahapyaw lang na presentation, lalo na if your client is already a Manulife client or policy owner, daanan nyo na lang siya. Hindi nyo kailangan mag-JSP ha kapag nagka-client meetings kayo. You can be creative, you
Ay,
can be
nakasunod, ma'am.
flexible sa mga ganitong klaseng presentation. Ang ayaw lang namin na gawin ninyo ay skip nyo talaga si EFNA kasi bawal yun. Dapat mag-FNA talaga muna.
Send ko link ko pero ma'am ha.
Yan. Ayan, tanong ni Ms. Chari, can we still proceed with creating a proposal for the prospect without clicking the EFNA yet? Ms. Cha, meron akong ano dyan. Meron akong slide to answer that question. Mamaya po, sasabihin ko sa'yo yung sagot dyan. But for sure, magugustuhan mo yung sagot ko, ma'am. So, part ko muna, Ms. Cha, ha, yung ano mo, yung question mo. But I have a slide for that. Okay? Guys, nagno-notify yung
Send ko, ma'am.
Teams ko. Mahina daw yung internet ko. If okay lang naman sa inyo, i-turn off ko muna saglit yung camera ko. Okay lang ba, guys? Can I get a heart react if okay lang sa inyo? Kasi ang worry ko, if patuloy na humihina yung internet ko, salita ako ng salita dito, bigla pala akong nawala. Ayan. Ito-turn on ko na lang ulit mamaya if better na yung connection.
I-extra na siya, ma'am.
Thanks, guys. Ayan. So, going back to our discussion, no? Mamaya, Miss Cha, sasagutin ko yung katanungan mo. Huwag ka mag-alala. Kasi meron akong slide for that. But for now, balik muna tayo doon sa aking presentation. Again, guys, let us be creative. Let us be practical, no? When we present our clients. Lalo na sa mga rookie advisors ko na present po in the session, in the meeting. You have to expect may mga oras ito I know my tenured advisors will agree with me. May mga clients tayo that will just give us 30 minutes maximum presentation. Sa loob ng 30 minutes dapat nakapag-FNA ka na, dapat nakapag-present ka na ng product, kasama pa dyan yung pag-fill out ng application form.
Kaya ma'am,
So you
balik
really
na rin
need
sa
to be
ano, ma'am.
practical. Kailangan yung respetuhin yung time ng client niyo. Pero wag na wag kayong mag-shortcut. Kasi you cannot move forward talaga with application.
Yes,
Basically, hindi mo masasubmit yung application na yan kung walang EFNA. Okay? But meron tayong steps, meron tayong special steps mamaya for clients na walang time mag-EFNA. Ano yung pwede muna nating gawin? Diba? Sasagutin ko yan mamaya. Okay. So, scroll lang rin kayo konti pababa. Lalabas na naman dyan si why plan section. So, this helps us clearly communicate to clients why financial planning is not optional but essential. At the top, you'll see the different financial priorities grouped into 3 key areas. Protection, no? Meaning yan, andyan pag sinabing protection, kasama dyan si income protection and health. Long-term savings naman includes education and retirement. Wealth naman, kasama dyan si accumulation and preservation. So, meron ditong mga data, no, na pwede nyong ipakita or i-present sa inyong mga customers to really prompt, no, or urge sila to take action ngayon. Right? So, these insights, again, will help create awareness to allow, no, this and will allow your customers or clients to realize that without proper planning, they may face financial challenges in the future. No? And sa baba naman po ng screen, the same screen natin, at yan na yung end. Pag nag-scroll down ka pa, wala ka nang makikita dyan. May dalawang buttons kayong makikita. You'll see here the customer list. So this takes you to the page containing the list of all your saved customers details, while back to home page naman na button returns you to the EFNA on EPOS homepage. Basically, pag pinindot mo yan, lalabas ulit yung mukha ng family kanina. No, so babalik ka sa homepage. So now, let's assume na ang pinindot ni Miss Kisha ay back to homepage. So ito yung lalabas ulit. So lahat ng mga pinakita ko sa inyo are all the sections under the About Us page. Alternatively, if you're on the home page, pwede mo rin naman i-click yung Start button to access the same About Us content. So pwedeng About Us, pwedeng Start para masimulan ninyo yung EFNA process. Okay? So, sa baba ng About Us, makikita nyo dyan si customer or create customer profile. This is still, no, similar pa rin na process na familiar kayo with EPOS,
Sige,
no?
last
Walang
number
nagbago
ni
dyan.
Monteresa,
But we'll explore this
659.
tab in more detail in the succeeding sections. For
Tawag
now,
ba lang
skip
ng
ko muna
65
yan
na?
and let's quickly walk through the rest of the sidebar menu so you can see the full range of available features. So, andyan si customer list. So, pag sinabing customer list, lalabas ito, no? So, this is the central hub for managing and reviewing your customer information efficiently. So, nagpa-provide ito ng consolidated view of all customer profiles, enabling you to quickly search and organize and take
63393.
action on client data as part of your daily workflow.
633.
So, ito pa rin naman, di ba? Wala namang magbabago dyan. Yan pa rin naman ang mukha niya. Okay? Next naman is of course, ayan, may button dito that you can directly create a customer profile. So, pag pinindot mo yan,
Yes,
it will
ma'am.
allow you to input details of your new customer. Sa baba ng customer list, andyan si proposal list and application list, no? Which directs you to your existing proposal and application list on EPOS. Plus, nasa dulo yung settings. Ayan. This tab will allow you to edit, no, to customize, no, your login, your EPOS account to a more professional and alam niyo yun, ikaw talaga, no, na profile. So you can edit out your name or put your preferred display name, picture mo, lahat. Use this page to keep your profile up to date and present yourself professionally in every client interaction. Okay? So, as promised, balikan natin ngayon si create customer profile. So, let's assume na nag-live na si EFNA today, no? Or August 4 na ngayon, nag-live na si EFNA. So, gagawa ka ngayon ng customer profile ng bagong mong customer. So, anong gagawin? So, ganun pa rin naman, click mo yan. No, let's assume na click mo.
315.
Ayan. So, ito yung lalabas na sa screen natin, ladies and gentlemen. So, the first thing you'll see here is the personal information collection statement or PICS. Diba? Alam naman na ninyo yan. So, this explains how the client's information will be collected, used, and protected, which is important for transparency and compliance. So, if the client agrees, just click on that to reveal the personal information page. Pag kinlik niya yung agree, ayan, ibig sabihin, nag-agree siya doon sa statement niya yan, so lalabas na ito. Diba? Ay, saglit. Erase ko lang yung bilog. Ayan. So, ito na yung lalabas sa screen mo. So, this is where you begin capturing your client's essential personal information, which is required to start the FNA. So, here you will input the key details such as your client's name, date of birth, contact information, civil status, occupation, and even income. So, please note, in addition to the estimated annual income, if occupation is non-earning occupation po, such as housewife, student, ayan. Answer should be the annual income of the third-party payer. Again, if the occupation po is non-earning occupation, the answer should be the annual income of the third-party payer. And importante din, ladies and gentlemen, na accurate and complete yung information na ilalagay natin dito. No? Kasi this will serve as the foundation of your analysis and recommendation later on. Ayan, sa baba naman guys, this is the section for financial advisors use only. Here, you'll answer a question that determines whether the customer is a vulnerable customer. So the answer here determines whether the client will require additional support before product presentation. So ang kailangan nyo lang talaga i-make sure guys is you select the answer carefully. Then click done to properly record the answer. Otherwise, this section will be incomplete and you will not be able to proceed with an FNA. And finally, once all required fields are completed, malalaman nyo naman yan kasi nag-green na lahat dito. No, wala na. Pag pinindot mo yung save, automatic magsisave siya kasi again, nagawa mo lahat ng task na kailangan mo gawin. So, wag mo talagang kakalimutan i-click yung save or else muusab yun ka. No? Kapoy baya magsigig pa ulit-ulit, 'di ba? So, click talaga si save. Pag na-click mo yan or pag na-save po natin yan, ito na yung screen na lalabas. So makikita ninyo dito, this is the main action hub for the client profile you just created. On the left-hand side, you'll see the key details of the client, such as date of birth, mobile number, and email. And on the right-hand side naman, or the center, makikita nyo dito yung important action buttons that guide your next steps. So first, andyan si Create Financial Needs Analysis. Typically, the next step talaga ito. No? So, i-direct ka niya sa FNA. Second naman, makikita mo dito yung FNA report. But for this example, since hindi pa naman tayo nag-FNA, si View FNA report, naka-gray pa siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya clickable. But later, pag may FNA ka na, lalabas dito yung summary ng report. Para hindi ka na alam niyo, dili na kasi paulit-ulit og, abri sa FNA, kapoy kay siya and lisod kay siya, no? Especially for advisors na nagmamadali. So, meron na tayong report na pwede mo nang i-access sa loob ng customer profile. Third naman, andyan si proposal list. So, this will bring you to the proposal list page on or in EPOS. And lastly, the application list. No? Takes you to the application list page of in EPOS. Ayan. So, Ms. Kish, pwede pa ba nating i-edit yan if ever gusto nating i-edit or nagkamali tayo ng information sa loob? Yes. So, if you need to review and make changes to the customer saved information, just click View or Edit Profile. Ayan. So, let's see, nakapag-create ka na ng customer profile. Let's assume natapos mo na yung customer profile. What should I do next, Miss Kish? So, pwede mo nang pindutin, ayan. You can now click Create Financial Needs Analysis to begin the EFNA with customer. So, pag pinindot natin yan, guys, ito yung lalabas. No? Si Y plan. No? Directed ka agad dito sa Y plan section. So, very important kasi ito to educate your customer, no? Gaano ka-importante ang financial planning. So, nakakatulong ito to build awareness and urgency with your client. So, from here, you will begin guiding your client step by step through each relevant section of the financial needs analysis, starting with identifying their priorities and financial gaps. Ayan. Scroll ka lang ng konti sa baba, no? And you will land on this screen. This is where the actual financial needs analysis begins. Magsisimula ka na dito by identifying your client's priorities. So here you'll see the section, rate the needs according to priority. Ayan. So, you will ask your client to select at least 2 priorities from the list provided. Kasama na dyan si income protection, health, education, retirement, long-term savings, wealth accumulation, and preservation. Again, guys, you need to select at least 2 priorities to proceed. Kasi kung wala kang ilalagay sa priority 2, hindi ka naglagay dyan, hindi magpo-proceed itong ginawa mong FNA. Bakit 2, Miss Kish? Bakit need ng 2 minimum priorities ang required? This ensures kasi that the analysis captures a more balanced and realistic view of your client's financial needs. Plus, it also creates for you an opportunity for repeat sales, 'di ba? Kasi pwede mong balikan. Kunwari, priority 1 and 2 yung nilagay natin, income protection and health, priority 1 pa yung afford niya as of now. Let's say after 6 months na-promote yung client mo, sabi niya sa'yo, Mr. FA, ready na ako, no, para iplano natin yung aking health plan, no, or simulan natin yung aking health plan. Pwede mo lang balikan, no, kasi naglagay ka na dyan previously. So again, mas realistic siya kasi 2 priority and at the same time gives you opportunity for resell. Okay? So once the priorities are selected, the system will use this plus the other inputs to tailor the succeeding steps of the analysis, making your recommendations more relevant and personalized. So basically, guys, kapag nag-select ka ng 2 priorities, yung next step mo, nakadisenyo na siya addressing the 2 priorities selected. So, hindi mo na kailangan talaga daanan lahat. So, kunwari, income protection and health yung napili ng client mo, income protection and health lang din yung kailangan mong i-F&A. Di mo na kailangan munang daanan si education, si retirement, no? Kasi focus tayo doon sa 2 priorities. And pwede mong gawin yung other priorities later on if you and the client meron na namang alam niyo yun, meeting or engagement na gagawin. Okay? So this step sets the direction again for the entire F&A. So importante po that you take your time and ensure that your client was able to choose yung priorities na nagre-reflect talaga doon sa kanilang needs. So again, no, at least 2 priorities must be chosen or are required to continue. So let's say ang first priority ng client mo ay income protection, ang second naman ay health. So lalabas na dyan, kapag nag-select or nakapag-select ka ng dalawang priorities, automatic lalabas si 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you are not required to input priorities, lalo na if walang time si client. Kasi alam niyo yun, yung sa part naman ng client, ako bilang policy owner naman ako ni Manulife, no? Sa aming part naman, mahirap din kasi isipin on the spot ano yung iba ko pang priorities. Yung mga ganitong bagay kasi, no, it takes time, no? It requires time. So at least 2 priorities, kaya 2 priorities lang yung required natin. Now, if you scroll up or if you scroll down, ladies and gentlemen, sabi ko nga kanina, let's say for this example, income protection yung priority 1 ni client and priority 2 niya naman is health. So if you scroll down from the priorities page, ito na yung makikita mo ngayon. So you'll see here at the top, how much coverage would you need, no? So take note that at least 1 priority must be filled out. So kanina, ni-require kayo na pumili ng dalawa, 'di ba? So now, nakapili ka ng dalawang priorities, at least isa lang sa dalawang priorities ang required ka na i-fill out. Dito, yung mga information. Di ka required na i-fill out yung second. Pumili ka lang, requirement lang na dalawang priorities ang ma-identify natin, but hindi ka required na i-go through yung buong process ng dalawang priorities. No, kasi dili naman na siya realistic, guys. Very time consuming na yan. But of course, if yung client natin may time, no, lalo na yung mga client na nainganyo talaga. Alam niyo yun, yung mga client na sabi nila 30 minutes lang daw ibibigay nila sa'yo. Pero naganahan sila sa imong presentation, nag-extend sila. So you can talk about other priorities naman. Wala siyang problema. But each selected priority, such as income protection and health, will appear as a section here. So under each one, no, a description, or you have the option to input a description of the need. Optional yan, hindi ka required. So ano ba yung description ng need ng client mo pagdating sa income protection? Pwede ka maglagay dyan. And the amount of the coverage your client is aiming for. Itong amount naman, this is required. Kailangan meron talaga tayong malagay dyan. So as you guide your client through this step, you can either input values based on your discussion or refine them together using the available calculator for each of the need. So basically, dito sa amount, guys, pwede kang maglagay na lang ng amount, lalo na if yung mga tenured, lalo na yung mga tenured advisor natin, magaling kasi sila mag-compute agad based on the income of the client, how much yung income protection na needed niya. So, mabilis kang mag-compute. But if you're someone na hindi pa masyadong magaling sa manual computation, you can use the calculator here para mas solid yung amount na mapoprovide natin. Okay? And of course, meron tayong additional feature. Meron tayo ditong guide. Ano yan, Miss Kish, no? So this is a drop-down button. Pag pinindot mo, makakatulong to sa iyo for additional information and context about the selected need. May mga clients kasi tayo that will ask you, anong meaning ng income protection? Para saan yan? No, ba't kailangan natin ng ganyan? Paano ko simulan yan? So to give our clients more information and kayo din bilang advisor para matulungan kayo, para mas maging better yung presentation ninyo. Click mo lang itong guide button. Lalabas dyan, no, the different concepts that you can use to explain clearly to your client, provide benchmarks or references, and even support your recommendations with structured guidance. Here's what looks like for here's what the guide looks like for income protection. So as you can see guys, pag pinindot mo, for example, pinindot natin si guide, ito yung lalabas, no? Bababa ito sa screen ninyo. So again, this will guide the conversation more effectively and support your client in making informed decisions. So at the top left, you'll see a section that outlines possible expenses in the event of an unexpected situation such as debt settlement, household expenses, no, funeral and burial costs, and final hospital bills, right? Sorry guys, nagloko yung aking screen. Right. Okay. Can I get a confirmation if nakikita nyo pa rin yung screen ko? Can I get a heart reaction po? Ayun, thank you Miss Minerva, Miss LJ. Maraming salamat guys. Okay, going back to my discussion. So sabi ko nga kanina, no? So itong guide na ito, bibigyan ka ng more information kasi syempre tayo bilang advisor, tayo yung magpe-present, tayo yung magbibigay or mag-share ng expert advice. May mga bagay sa presentation natin na hindi natin agad na memorize, 'di ba? So makakatulong itong guide sa inyo para meron kayong presentation material na ipapakita sa inyong client. So again, dito sa taas, no, andito yung description ng need, of course, the income replacement table, and the conversation guide for a more productive discussion. Okay? So, ayun. No? So, basically, ano lang to, added information. But guys, if you don't need naman this one to present, kasi alam mo na, memorize mo na, ano yung definition ng income replacement, para saan yan, no? How much is the computation, pwedeng hindi mo na to ipakita kay client mo para mas madali or para mas mabilis. Okay? So, once you're good with the guide, pwede mo siyang i-click ulit para umakyat siya and mawala siya sa screen mo for the meantime. Then proceed ka na dito sa next step by entering the coverage required for the customer's chosen need. So the amount field, this is where you input the recommended or agreed coverage amount based on sa naging discussion mo with your client. Kasi guys, 'di ba kanina ibalik ko ha, dito sa guide may lumabas dito na table in computing how much should be the income protection of a specific client. Lalo na if mabilis ninyong ma-identify yung monthly household ni client. So pag na-identify ninyo, kunwari sabi ni client mo, no, my monthly household income is 75,000 and I want my income protection would last for 10 years. So with that, no, as you can see, highlight ko lang, 75,000 yung kanyang household income, gusto niya ng 10 years support for income protection income protection fund. So, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan niyang income protection amount ay 9.4 million. So, ganun na siya kabilis. So, pwedeng itong 9.4 million, guys, pwedeng yan na ang ilagay ninyo dito sa amount. No? Ganon. Pwedeng ganon kabilis. But, if your client or if you're someone na gusto talaga mas maging accurate, no, yung amount na ilalagay natin or gusto ni client ng further assistance in determining the appropriate amount, right? You can click on the calculator. So this tool helps you provide a more structured estimate, making it easier to arrive at a realistic and justifiable coverage figure. So silipin natin anong nasa loob ng calculator, income protection calculator. So pag pinindot mo yan guys, na si calculator, ito yung lalabas. So this will again help you arrive at a more structured and data-driven estimate. So at the top, you'll notice an important disclaimer. Ito guys, i-highlight ko lang. So anong ibig sabihin yan, Miss Kish? You'll notice that this will remind us na yung ibibigay na amount ng calculator po ng EFNA natin ay estimates lang and assumptions. And hindi ito final amount or final result. Kasi pwede pang magbago yan. Especially dun sa case natin kanina, 9.4 million yung income protection needed. What if ang client natin hindi niya pa-afford ang 9.4 million na plan? So, ibig sabihin ba nun, hindi na siya kukuha ng insurance sa atin? Of course not. No? Kasi di ba sa insurance naman, one value is that pwede naman tayong mag-start small. Pwede naman tayong magsimula sa maliit. So, from 9.4 million, pwede siguro simulan natin from 1 million to 2 million. O, diba? So, yan yung sinasabi ng ating disclaimer. But again, nire-remind lang natin si client na hindi ito ang final, ma'am, ha? Pwede pa itong magbago, lalo na sa affordability natin later on. So, if you need to view the full details, pwede mong i-click itong view more. But pwede mo namang i-explain kay client yan. But now, let's look at the inputs. No? So, as you can see, the calculator is divided into two main parts. Ayan. So, ano yung main parts na yan? First, we have the coverage for recurring expenses section. Ayan siya. Ang second part naman is coverage for one-time expenses option. So, dito muna tayo sa taas, no? For recurring expenses. Dito, ilalagay natin yung fixed expenses ng client, variable expenses, and number of years to cover. Right? So, kailangan nating ilagay yan. So, may mga description yan dyan, guys. So, when we say fixed expenses, these are non-negotiable regular bills in your budget that you can count on being the same each period. Variable expenses naman are flexible costs in your budget that can go up or down. And number of years to cover is ang minimum entry for that must be 5 years for the family to be able to adjust fully. Ayan. Next naman, dito sa baba, coverage for one-time expenses. Optional lang ito, guys, no? Hindi ito required na lagyan natin. Unlike dito sa first section, required talaga. Dito sa baba, optional lang. So these are, but still highly recommended to consider. So we could come up with a solid plan later on. So andyan si final expenses, debt payments, estate tax, inheritance money, emergency fund, and other one-time provisions. Pag na-fill out na natin yan, ladies and gentlemen, sa baba, dito lalabas yung magiging result. But as you can see, no, magre-reflect na dito yung required income protection coverage, but you are still required to put if meron mang existing income protection si client. Don't leave this blank. If wala siyang existing income protection, put or type 0. Okay? Excuse me. So once nalagyan mo na ng number sa existing income protection coverage, lalabas na dito yung income protection coverage that your client may still need. Okay? Magko-compute siya dyan. So you can click on View Summary to view the final protection requirement. So pag kinlik mo yan, ito yung lalabas. Excuse me guys, ayan. So, as you can see here, andito yung summary ng result ni client. No? The final protection requirements are now consolidated. So right below, the system provides a clear summary of the results, highlighting 3 key figures. Required income protection coverage, existing income protection coverage, and income protection coverage that you still need. Miss Kish, pwede ko pa bang i-edit yan? Of course, pwede mong i-edit yan by clicking update my financial details. But if you're good na and your client is satisfied na, you can click proceed with my current details. So if you click that, babalik ka dito sa screen na ito. And magre-reflect na po sa amount yung na-compute or na-calculate natin kanina. Okay? Ganun lang siya kadali. Ganun lang siya kasimple. But again guys, we are not required na gamitin talaga si calculator, lalo na if mabilis natin or we were able to arrive doon sa amount na pinag-uusapan natin when it comes to, let's say, income protection. May way ka or may paraan ka of computing. You can even use the income protection table kanina dito sa guide. Okay, dito. no? Pwede niyong gamitin yung table dyan para hindi ka na pumasok sa calculator, no? Again, calculator is just additional tool for support sa inyo. Lalo na sa mga rookie advisors natin, leaders, na hindi pa sila masyadong magaling how to compute, punta na lang sa calculator kasi mas guided sila doon. Okay? So, now, once na bumalik ka na doon, no, kanina kasi 'di ba, pinindot mo si proceed with my current details. Once na kinlik mo 'yan, hindi mo na pwedeng i-edit yung amount field. Okay? Hindi mo na siya pwedeng galawin. So, from here, no, once na nag-reflect na 'yan diyan or once na complete mo na yung priority 1, sufficient na ito ha to proceed and complete FNA and proceed to proposal generation and eventually application submission. But if your client is still open to exploring further, you may continue discussing additional priorities such as health, education, or other financial goals. And guys, bilang advisor, mabibigyan ka nito ng flexibility, lalo na if yung time is limited. So, pwede ka na mag-proceed kahit isang priority muna yung na-identify and na-compute natin. And, of course, if willing si client and engaged na siya masyado, you can expand your conversation to build a more comprehensive and holistic financial plan. Okay? But for training purpose, ayan, tandaan lang natin, once na complete na ito or populated, hindi mo na siya pwedeng i-edit unless the financial details are updated via the calculator. Balik ka lang talaga ulit sa calculator if mag-i-edit ka. But kung dito ka mag-i-edit, dito talaga sa amount, no, hindi mo na magagalaw yan. Uneditable na yan. Balik ka na lang sa calculator if you want to edit it out. And reminder lang, completing the expenses information for priority 1 is sufficient to proceed with the FNA. However, if gusto pa ni client i-explore yung additional financial needs, pwede ka mag-continue with your discussion. So for this training, let's explore si health. No, let's see ano ba ang difference nila. But basically the same naman, but of course when we talk about income protection and health, magkaiba yung tina-target nilang need. So, ganun pa rin yung makikita ninyo sa screen. Andito pa rin yung guide button. Pag pinindot mo yan, bababa itong mga information na ito. So, we have here facts and latest data on health realities, list of top hospitals in the country, and of course, conversation guide for a more productive discussion and sources of all data shown. So, dito yung mga statistics, no? Magandang i-present yan. If you no longer need the guide, click mo lang ulit yung itong button na ito, guide button, para umakyat siya. And you can proceed by entering the coverage required for the customer's chosen need. But if your customer needs more help and support pagdating sa computation, click mo lang si calculator. Pag kinlik mo yan, ito yung lalabas. So meron pa rin siyang 2 sections, the coverage for recurring expenses, where we need to input coverage for daily cost of confinement, number of days to cover, and of course, coverage treatment for a critical illness. Sa baba naman, andito yung required health coverage. If may existing health coverage pa siya, no, lalabas dyan. And of course, you can click view summary to finalize your calculator computation. So ito yung lalabas, summary nung kinumpute mo. Mas madali kasi itong i-present kasi summary na lang versus kung yung calculator pa mismo. Baka mahilo si client, 'di ba? So guys, you can update the financial details or proceed with my current details if okay na kayo doon sa loob ng calculator. So again, hindi mo na kasi may edit mamaya doon sa amount, no, ng screen mo, ng FNA screen mo if doon ka diretso mag-i-edit. You really need
Good
to,
morning, Ma'am Kisha.
ayan. Ay, yes, Sir Nix.
My apologies. Can you make me a co-facilitator or slash my control sa MS
Okay.
Teams? Please. Urgent lang po. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Sir Nix, ha? Nandyan ka pala eh. Akala ko may meeting ka kasi. Saglit. Ang ginawa ko kasing co-faci, si EC at si Michelle.
Itong
Sige, Sir
accounting, Ma'am
Nix.
Mitzi. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Saglit guys ha. Yung aking kasing partner is here with me to help. Saglit, sir ha. Hindi kita malagay. Okay, for a while, balikan ko lang yung, wait. Okay, and ito. Mhm. Okay. Ayun, ito. Alright. I think ano ka na, Sir Nix. Ayun. Okay na ba, Sir Nix? Nakakapag-unmute ka na ba and turn off ng camera? Ayan. Sino ba yung nag-turn on ng camera dyan?
Thank you, Ma'am Kish.
Thank you din, Sir Nico, for your help. Ayan, sobrang tawag nito. Focus ko sa aking screen. Hindi ko na nakikita sino yung mga participants dyan. So guys, if you're joining an online training talaga, you need to be mindful, no? Kailangan mo talaga maging mindful sa iyong camera and even sa iyong microphone. Kasi naririnig at nakikita namin yung mga personal nating mhm. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Sir Nico, for joining us. Right. So balikan ko lang, no? Balik lang tayo doon sa aking presentation. Ayan. So guys, as you can see, sabi ko nga, no, as you remember what I've told you kanina, you have to be careful sa mga information na nilalagay natin sa calculator. Kasi especially once na nag-proceed na tayo sa next step, no, you need to return pa doon sa previous na process to edit something or edit some information. So, be mindful, no? Alam ko naman itong EPOS, ano na to part na to ng system ninyo part na ito ng daily activities ninyo. So, for sure, habang tumatagal, di ba, mas na-memorize niyo siya. Kikita ko nga yung mga ibang advisors, minsan nangihiram ako ng EPOS ng mga leaders dito sa office. Tinatanong ko, sir, pwede ba, or ma'am, pwede ba akong pasilip ng ganitong process sa EPOS mo? Check ko lang if nag-reflect yung ganito or nakikita niyo yung ganito. So, hinihiram ko. So, ang bilis na nilang mag-navigate, diba? So, rookies, wag talaga kayo mag-worry kasi lahat naman ng proseso, lahat ng digital tools na nandito, or lahat ng digital tools na ginagamit natin sa Manulife, gina ninyo, no? Magiging, mama-master ninyo yan habang tumatagal. Okay? So, ayun, balikan ko lang, no? Once na okay ka na with your calculations sa health need health protection ng ating client, you can proceed, click the proceed with my current details button, or pwede mong i-update right away if meron kang napansin na discrepancies. Right? Ayan. So, pag kinlik mo yung proceed with my current details, yung amount or yung computation natin sa calculator, lalabas na siya dito sa amount. So, again, hindi ka pwedeng mag-edit dito. No? Kung gusto mong i-edit yan, click mo si calculator para bumalik ka dun sa calculator, doon ka mag-edit. Okay? So, mga ganitong information sa EPOS, baka isipin again ng client natin na ito na ba yung final 2.3, parang ang laki naman, baka di ko kaya. Tapos mamaya ma-discourage si client na kumuha, no, or makinig sa product presentation kasi mahal siya masyado, ganun. So, it's really important na mag-disclaimer ka talaga. Ma'am, ito computation lang ito ng amount that you need, but not necessarily ito talaga agad yung i-address natin. With insurance naman kasi, di ba, pwede tayong start small, lalo na if affordability yung issue or budget yung issue. Tapos si client naman willing talaga siyang ma-insure, 'di ba? So tulungan natin si client. Okay? Yan. So sabi ko nga kanina, 2 priorities lang ang kailangan, at least one of the 2 priorities lang yung kailangan mong alam mo yon, kailangan mong lagyan or ma-identify yung amount. So, pwede mong skip mo na si priority 2. But mas maganda din, or we still recommend na lagyan mo ng muka si priority 2 para merong option si client, kumbaga. So, once you're good with the 2 priorities, lalabas ito sa baba. No? So, you can see here, ayan, i-highlight ko lang. So, as you can see here, we need to choose products, no? So it could be insurance product without investment component. So we are talking about traditional insurance and insurance product, ayan. Nakalimutan ko na magsalita, no? Insurance product with non-guaranteed investment component or mas kilala natin sa tawag na VUL. So pwede tayong pumili dyan. So required ito na field, required ito na information kasi as you can see naka-red siya kasi wala siyang laman. Second naman is of course we need to ask our client how much yung annual budget na kaya niyang i-set aside for the cover or for the protection, 'di ba? So annual budget ni client, let's say 60,000, no? Kano yan? 60,000, that's 5,000 monthly. Tama ba? Oo, mahina pa naman sa math si Miss Kisha, 'di ba? So ganon, na annual ito, annual na budget, no, to cover their priority need or needs. And sa baba naman is for vulnerable customer. So pag sinelect mo kasi yung yes doon sa vulnerable customer kanina doon sa customer profile or customer information, lalabas itong question na ito. So kapag yes, yung sinagot ni client, ibig sabihin kailangan niya ng trusted person. But of course, pag no naman, automatic yan, no na yung ilalagay natin. Kasi 'di ba kanina sabi ko sa inyo, kapag vulnerable customer yung client natin, they need extra help and support. Kailangan nila ng additional, tawag nito, understanding. Kailangan i-extend natin yung patience natin sa kanila and i-extend yung services natin to someone na pinagkakatiwalaan nila. So I remember, no, ito share ko lang sa inyo bakit importante yung itong vulnerable bakit importante ma-identify kung vulnerable customer ang isang tao or not. So back then when I was still working in the mental health sector, so isa sa mga task ko kasi guys is to conduct testing, no, psychological testing sa mga estudyante. Ayan. So in psychology kasi especially sa testing, no, na side ng mental health, very critical and very particular kami pagdating sa mga testing materials na ginagamit natin. So not all testing materials is suitable to everyone. Okay? Tulad sa business natin, 'di ba? We avoid one size fits all na approach, right? So ganun din sa mental health sector, hindi pwedeng one size fits all. So meron akong client one time na ano siya, tawag nito, may visual impairment, no? So medyo kinabahan ako kasi wala kaming testing materials for visually impaired people or individuals. So, di kasi kami pwede, alangan naman guys, ito, basic na lang, common sense na lang. Alangan naman ipatake ni Miss Kisha ng psychological test materials na written, no? Paper and pen, ang taong hindi nakakakita, di ba? So, pwedeng mawalan ng lisensya si Miss Kisha nun. So, ang ginawa ko nun guys, pinasamahan ko, no? Tinanong ko siya, sir, do you have guardian ba or someone na you trust na pwedeng mag-sit down with me for an interview? So, in-interview ko na lang si student na may visual impairment. So, sinamahan siya nung kuya niya na yung kuya pala niya, yun yung laging sumasama sa kanya to any transactions na kailangan niyang gawin, especially sa school, no? So, sinamahan siya ng kuya niya, in-interview ko siya, in-interview ko din yung kuya niya. Doon ko mas nakilala yung bata and mas na-assess ko yung kanyang skills, kumbaga, to admit or para ma-admit ko siya sa college, no? So, ganun yung purpose ng testing. So, very important na may trusted person talaga. Lalo na sa negosyo natin, no? Sa business natin, we're talking about a huge sum of money, 'di ba? So, we don't want our customers to feel na yung magkaroon ng impression ba, hala, parang giloko lagi ako ng advice. Parang ginaliba lagi ko aning advisor, no? Just because may ganito akong impairment or vulnerable ako, parang niloloko niya ako, binobola niya ako. So ayaw natin ng ganong impression. So very important si trusted person or trusted person support. So maglagay lang tayo, no? So if yes yung sagot dito, the trusted person will be asked to join the next parts of the discussion and provide their information. Very important yan. Okay? So guys, meron na ba kayong naging vulnerable customer or naka-experience na ba kayo mag-handle ng vulnerable customer? Can I see see raise of hands if yes? Wala pa so far. Siguro yung mga tenured advisors natin, no? Yes. Ano kasi sila, mas ano na sila mas magaling na sila in handling different customers. But of course, pag rookie ka, doon ka pa lang sa comfort zone mo, 'di ba? So okay lang 'yan, walang problema 'yan. Okay? So yun, no? Now, once na sumagot tayo ng no, ayan. You just need to tick itong box na ito that you understand and agree dito sa statement sa baba. So, hindi ko nababasahin yan at baka tayo'y mahilo. But if yes, ang sinagot natin, kailangan natin ilagay yung information ng trusted person. So, that's why importante na nandyan si trusted person para siya na yung magbigay ng information. May qualifications lang dito sino yung pwedeng maging trusted person. Kasi baka mamaya, visually impaired si vulnerable customer, tapos yung trusted person na sinama niya visually impaired din. So mahirapan tayo to address the not just address the need no or priority of the client, but to really give a comfortable na transaction or engagement with our client and gain yung kung ano yung objectives ng interaction natin with them. So may mga qualifications lang dito. Okay? So once you're done, ayan, wag kakalimutan. Talaga sa IPOS lagi. When we had itong mga rookie advisors, no, share ko lang sa inyo. Noon kasi, si IPOS, it's a standalone training with your trainers. No? Whole day yan, 9 to 5 p.m. IPOS lang yung pinag-uusapan namin. So lagi ko talagang sinasabi sa aking mga advisors back then, if you will use your IPOS, huwag kakalimutan na, top 3 yun, huwag kakalimutan na mag-log out. Kasi dapat for your eyes only ang IPOS ninyo. Huwag kakalimutan na mag-log out. Huwag kakalimutan na mag-save. And huwag kakalimutan na basahin yung memos about IPOS. Kasi may mga memos yan from time to time. Down si IPOS, may changes si IPOS, so dapat nagbabasa tayo ng memo. Kasi ang worry natin guys, once na may nagbago sa IPOS natin, tapos kaharap na natin si client, ngayon lang natin alam na may changes pala, di dun tayo sa harap ni client mo magtanong, "Hala, naunsa man ni? Hala, wait lang Mr. Client ha, kay wala na ko kasabot ani." So yung confidence ng client natin sa atin, mababawasan yun. Magkakaroon sila ng impression, "Hala, tong advisor ko hindi naman to prepared." 'Di ba? Ayaw natin ng ganun. Gusto natin maging prepared tayo. So always check the memos, no? Top 3 yun. Log out, save, and memos. Yan. Lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila yan. Okay? Ayan. So, save and continue para makapag-generate ka na ng F&A report. So, pag na-generate mo na yung F&A report, anong itsura niyan, Miss Kish? Ito na yung mukha niya, guys. Ayan. Ito na yung magiging mukha ng inyong F&A report. So, ang pwede nyong gawin dito is, you can save this to your device and email a copy to your customer. Maganda yung mag-email talaga kayo ng copy kasi pwede nilang i-share yan to their loved ones. Lalo na yung mga clients ninyong may spouse, no, may mga asawa, maiwasan ninyo yung, tatanong ko muna si husband or tatanong ko muna si wife, di ba? Yung mga client ninyong asthmatic, no? So, pwede nilang ipakita yan, di ba? So, pwede nilang i-educate din yung mga loved ones nila sa bahay. So, baka magkaroon ka pa dyan ng referrals, di ba? Ayun, so, pwede nyong i-present ito kay client. Magandang tool din ito for presentation yung report kasi personalized na ito And as you can see here, lalabas din sa report natin yung solutions, no? Recommended solutions based doon sa result ng discussion natin with our client. So click mo lang yung next to start creating a product proposal for the customer. So dito lalabas ano yung Manulife goal ready, no? Assuming na ang need na gustong i-prioritize ng client mo talaga is yung number 1, income protection. So lalabas dito yung product mapping, products na suitable for the need of your client. So iwas dito yung income protection yung need, ang inoffer ng advisor kay retirement plan kasi na times 2 yung promo ng retirement. Naku po, wag nating gagawin yun, 'di ba? So always listen to your customers. At the end of the day, mas mas importante yung ma-retain natin yung customer natin in the long run. Sustainability ba kumbaga. Negosyante man gud ta. Very important yung sustainability na mindset, no? So yan. So if the proposal to be created is for a VUL product, alam kong alam nyo to, you will be prompted to complete the Client Suitability Assessment or CSA. Familiar kayo with that? Very important yan for customers na kukuha ng VUL. Okay? But if trad naman yan, wala na CSA. Skip nyo na yan. So for CSA guys, the same step pa rin and process. 5 questions pa rin yan. Click nyo lang yung start questionnaire and you will proceed with the CSA questions. Okay? Ayan. So kung trad yan, you will be directed straight to the EPOS propose screen. So sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina guys, no, walang changes to our, to the portion of EPOS kung saan mag-generate ka ng proposal. It's still the same, guys. Walang nagbago. So, hindi ko na siya i-discuss ngayon. At baka tayo ay abutin ng alas 7. Alam ko, yung iba sa atin, may hinahabol yan ng mga submission. So, walang changes dyan. Unless na lang meron in the future, of course. That's another meeting, another session, and that discussion to be, scheduled. But for now, focus lang tayo dun sa EF&A part. Miss Kish, how about yung ibang priorities? Anong itsura niya? So, ganun pa rin naman, guys, no? For example, ang priority 3 ng client natin ay education. Still the same, andyan pa rin yung guide. Pag i-click mo yan, bababa yung guide. Andyan pa rin yung key facts and latest data on current education trends and realities, the list of college and university tuition and other fees table, and sa baba, scroll ka lang konti pababa, andito yung conversation guide, no? To help you take the customer through the tuition and other fees table. Also, andito yung, ayan, dyan pa rin yung amount, kailangan mo pa rin lagyan yan. No, you have to enter the coverage required for the customer's chosen need. But if hindi mo alam anong ilalagay mo, kahit si client, wala, hindi ko alam how much yung education need ko for my children, o proceed ka ngayon sa calculator. So, ang loob ng calculator, ganito lang siya. Simple information is needed. So, as you can see here, you need to provide, no, the information, and the customer's education preferences, pangalan ng bata, no, preferred school, current age of the child, age at start of education, current tuition, and other expenses, or kung gusto natin maglagay ng graduation gift for our children. No? So ayan, of course, makikita nyo rin dito number of years the child will be in college. And ayan, dito lalabas yung projected future cost. No, automatic i-compute yan. Miss Kish, what if may 3 anak si client? Hindi lang isa yung anak ni client. 3. Actually, guys, you can add. Meron ditong a button where you can add, saglit, hanapin ko lang, where you can add child 1, pwede ka maglagay ng child 2, up to 3 man ata or 4, if I'm not mistaken. Ayan. So, sa baba, scroll ka lang ng konti. Ayan, ito, you can click add child, no, na button. So, you can add more than 1 child to be covered for the education. Tapos, education market na dayon na sa baba, no? We have the rate of tuition fee increase, rate of return during investment years, and rate of return during education years. Tapos, existing education fund if meron. But guys, if wala yan, to any calculator put 0. Huwag nyo kakalimutan kasi baka, Miss Kish, hindi ko maklik yung view summary, no? Kasi hindi mo nilagyan ng 0. Lagyan mo talaga ng 0. Wag NA, wag N, wag no, none, 0 lang. No, ganun lang. Okay? Then click view summary para para lumabas yung details ng computation natin. And then click mo lang yung update my financial details button if you want to recalculate, or click proceed with my current details if you're good with the computation. Ganon rin with retirement, guys. Andito lang din yung guide. You can use that. Ganon pa rin, no? Key facts, the retirement fund table, and of course, your conversation guide naman sa baba. Tapos, you need to input the amount, or just use the calculator para mas solid yung computation na gagawin natin for our client. So, andito sa taas, no? Sa calculator, itatanong lang dito yung current age ni client, target retirement age, kasi di ba yan yung importante when we compute for retirement. Tapos, number of years in retirement. You have to consider, no, the average life expectancy for this calculator is 80 years old. Diyan, ilalagay din natin yung current monthly expenses, inflation rate, dapat alam natin yan, rate of return during saving period and during retirement years. Tapos sa baba naman, andito yung existing retirement fund if meron. No? So the same process pa rin, click mo lang yung view summary para ma-present mo ito kay client. If you want to recalculate, no, just click update my financial details or click proceed with my current details if you're good. Same with long-term savings, ganun pa rin naman siya. No? So, but with long-term savings, guys, wala na yung guide. For now, wala siyang nakalagay na guide. Diretso siya sa amount and calculator. So, ang hinihingi na information for calculator ay yung target amount, no, for long-term savings, number of years until target amount withdrawal, number of years to save or invest before withdrawal, expected annual rate of return or savings or investment. Tapos nandito rin naman sa baba yung required regular investment. It could be monthly, yearly, or one time. Ayan. So, click view summary and ito yung lalabas. As you can see, isa lang yan. So, pwede mo pa rin i-recalculate yan or you can just proceed to the next part of your next part of the process. Walang existing dyan kasi this is for long-term savings. No? And same with wealth accumulation. Ganun din siya, guys. Wala siyang guide for now. But ang balita ko kasi lalagyan pa rin yan. So, ganun pa rin, you just need to input the amount or use the calculator if you're not sure how to compute, no, wealth accumulation. So, ito yung mga information na kailangan. Target amount, number of years until target amount withdrawal, number of years to save or invest before withdrawal, expected annual rate of return of savings or investment. Tapos nandito sa baba, if it's a regular investment or a one-time investment. So the same process, click view summary if you're done, and lalabas dito yung amount. You can recalculate or proceed, click proceed with my current details para makapag-proceed ka sa next steps. And priority 5 naman natin could be wealth preservation. So wala pa rin siyang guide as of now. Diretso siya computation. So you can use the estate tax calculator here. So as you can see, ang hihingin niyang information dito are the following: cash and investments in financial institution. Basically, this is the total value of money the customer currently hold in banks or former financial institutions, including both liquid cash and invested funds. Real estate naman is also here, the estimated value of all real estate assets and other assets which you need to consider, no, the value of your customer's business. So, makikita nyo dito, guys, lalabas na agad yung computation, but you need to put pa to give a full and solid na computation for your client, no? Mga standard deductions, ayan. Kasama dyan. Of course, family home deduction. And, ayan, dito sa baba, if may existing provision for estate tax. Okay? So, ganun pa rin. Click view summary to finalize the protection requirement and lalabas siya dito. So, update mo lang if you want to recalculate or proceed with my current details if you're good or if your client is satisfied with the computation. Ayan. So, basically, ganun lang siya. The same with the calculators. But napansin lang ninyo, long-term savings, wealth accumulation, and estate planning, wala pa silang guide. No? Wala pa tayong guide na nilagay dyan. Antabay lang tayo for more updates with our EFNA. Yun naman ang maganda sa mga digital tools natin, guys. If i-update natin siya, no? Mabilis siyang ma-identify and at the same time, mabilis natin siyang magawa kasi digital na siya. So to answer the question of Miss Chari kanina, Miss Kish, no, can we still proceed with creating a proposal for the prospect without clicking the EFNA yet? No, kasi may mga ako alam ko to kasi ganito din ako na client. May mga client na walang time to discuss muna or sit down with the advisor Lalo na if busy yung client, no? Yung high net worth clients. Ako, hindi ako high net worth, ha. Wala lang talaga akong time to sit down with my advisor. So, nire-request ko kay advisor ko, what if this is my need? This is how much I can set aside for the year? What the product? May mga ganun kaming discussion ng advisor ko. So, may mga clients tayong ganyan. So, wala silang time to sit down with EFNA. Ano yung pwede nilang gawin? So, guys, meron tayong dalawang EPOS journey with EFNA. Journey 1, ito yung with EFNA. This is the journey where we completed the EFNA for the customer before proposal generation. So kung nag-EFNA tayo, guys, we really kumbaga ginawa natin yung process na ni-navigate ni Miss Kisha kanina. So makaka-generate ka ng proposal na pwede mong i-finalize and seamless yung transition mo to application screen and in EPOS. So makaka-proceed ka talaga hanggang sa dulo. Again, pag nag-EFNA ka. But for customers na hindi naman na-complete yung EFNA, Miss Kish, anong pwedeng mangyari? Makakapag-generate pa rin ba sila ng proposal? Yes, we can still send the generated proposal to the customer, but the generated proposal cannot be finalized unless nag-EFNA tayo. Okay? Again, hindi mafa-finalize yung proposal unless nag-EFNA na tayo or na-complete natin si EFNA. We will be required to complete the EFNA again or still before moving to the application step. Okay? So, limited ka lang to generating a proposal and sending it to your client. So, hindi ka makakapag-proceed to finalizing the proposal and submission ng application. So, be mindful, guys. Kasi baka magtaka kayo, na ano ko naman, na-login ko naman ng maayos, nalagyan ko naman ng customer, nalagay ko ng maayos yung customer information ng client ko, ba't hindi na-finalize yung proposal? Maybe because na-skip natin si EFNA. So to answer Miss Chari, yes, pwede pa rin tayo makapag-generate ng proposal if we skip EFNA, but hindi siya ma-finalize and hindi tayo makakapag-proceed or move to application. So complete the EFNA with your customer at the earliest opportunity to ensure a smooth and seamless experience. Miss Chari, nasagot ko ba yung question mo, ma'am? Can I get a heart react or thumbs up po if nasagot ko yung katanungan mo? So guys, kasi actually yun lang naman yung discussion ko for this afternoon. The reason lang na umabot siya ng 4 p.m. to give time for Q&A. So, do you have any questions, guys? Meron kasi ipapakita ko lang sa inyo yung memo ng EPOS with DFNA para guided kayo. Although, ladies and gentlemen, nasa emails ninyo ito, but mas maganda siguro if ma-present ko na sa inyo this afternoon. Okay lang ba? If wala kayong mga questions, okay lang ba na ipakita ko lang sa inyo yung EFNA, tawag nito, memo na na-send from last week. No? So now na si EPOS si EFNA ay, alam niyo na, nasa EPOS na siya. Live na siya sa EPOS tomorrow. So, I believe na-receive ninyo itong memo na ito. So, Ayan. So, guys, nakikita nyo ba yung screen ko? This memo was sent nung Friday, July 31. So, basically, sinasabi dito, August 4, magla-live na si EFNA. So, tomorrow, may mga changes tayo effective August 4. So, sa mga advisors natin na may naka-draft na proposals or proposals created in the system on or before August 3, 2026 will be deleted. Right? Final proposals naman, proposals finalized on or before August 3, 2026 will still be allowed to be converted to an application until it reaches its validity limit of 60 days or until an age change occurs, whichever comes first. Once expired po, the proposals cannot be viewed. So basically, yung mga finalized na proposal, magsistay yan sa mga EPOS ninyo. So tatakbo lang yung 60 days validity limit niyan. So as is yan. But for converted proposal, it can still be viewed until it reaches its validity limit of 60 days or until an age change occurs, whichever comes first. For in progress, partially signed and signed na application, guys, no, all applications created on or before August 3 with the specified statuses, ito, right, will still be allowed to be submitted until the validity period of the attached proposal expired. But for application being submitted for initial submissions made on or before August 3, distributors may continue processing the application, including premium payments online, change ng payment details, re-signing and resubmitting the application form if applicable. So, application na submitted and failed. So, these applications submitted on or before August 3, 2026 in these statuses may be handled by production support for investigation of issues, repushing the application if applicable. Miss Kish, saan ko mahanap ito, guys? Just check the email sent to us by PH Agency Communications. This was sent Friday, July 31 at 4:12 p.m. Basahin ninyo yung email, basahin ninyo yung memo para mas maintindihan ninyo. Also guys, share ko lang sa inyo, we still have other EFNA trainings cascaded for this month. Meron ako ngayong August 5. Leaders, if meron pa tayong mga not yet certified, sa akin nyo sila papasukin. Mas ma-appreciate ko if ako yung mag-handle ng mga advisors, not yet certified advisors for Territory 5. Mas madali ko kasing ma-track and ma-monitor yung completions natin if I handle their training. But if wala silang free time, of course, di natin pwedeng ipilit yan. Another run will be conducted by Sir Nino on August 12, Sir Dave naman on August 19, and Miss Liz Lopez on August 26. Lahat po ito hapon 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. Links are available via Mano Academy. Yung link lang nitong training na ito ang hindi ko pinote sa Mano Academy kay naamanggoy musulod ng mga tigalahing territories. And I don't want that. Charis lang, no? Kasi syempre Mindanao exclusive, magbisaya gyud si trainer niya nay misulod nga from lain nga zone, so dili sila makasabot sa kuha. So I want our trainings to be, alam niyo yon, if it's exclusive to zone 7, kana bang intimate siya kay para dali lang ang sharing of thoughts and sharing of best practices. Ayun. So, meron pa ba akong naiiwan na slides? Saglit lang. Balikan ko lang yung aking main slide. So, as of now, leaders, if meron tayong mga advisors na hindi pa certified sa FNA Revalida, antabay lang tayo kasi the MBA team and the AI team is currently improving our HUPO. Ayan, kung naalala pa ninyo si HUPO. Ini-improve namin siya ngayon, leader. So may nilalagay lang kaming new, tawag nito, may mga new features lang siya. Kasama dun yung product mastery, kung saan pwede mag-present si client kay AI. Pwede mag-present si advisor kay AI ng product presentation. Parang ganon. So, may nilalagay kaming ganon. So, leaders, wait lang tayo sa announcement. Kasi as of now, hindi nyo talaga pa ma-access si HUPO. Naka-disable siya ngayon. So, antay lang tayo for news and updates with our new AI tool. Okay? Para mag-proceed tayo with